Hey everyone, I wanted to go over the parts and the patches for the song How Great Thou Art. This is the Citizens and Saints arrangement. It is 65 beats per minute, and the original recording key is the key of C, and that's the key that we'll be in today. Now this one's a fun one, kind of interesting. The way we play it is very simple, but it has some pretty cool results. So we're really using an organ and a synth arpeggiator throughout the course of this entire song. And I've got the brightness of the organ, all right, a filter and the stops on the organ are moving. And that's being controlled by the mod wheel, as well as the volume and the cutoff of this synth arpeggiator. So it sounds a bit like this. So you can hear the organ, you can hear a little bit of that arp underneath, and as I bring it in, you'll hear a bit more of both. So, pretty cool stuff going on. One important thing with this right off the bat is the timing, okay? Since it does have that timing aspect to it, it's very important that we're hitting our chords at the right time. We have this set up so that the arpeggiator, the rhythm is being triggered when you hit the keys. The reason being we're not always able to sync our computers between our computer that's running our tracks and our computer that's running our keys. So rather than the two of those being off from one another, we give you the opportunity to initiate the arpeggiator on your own, but that means that you could initiate it off time. So you want to make sure that you initiate it on time. Now, let me just give you a sense of what that sounds like. So you see, whenever I hit the keys, it's starting that arpeggiated rhythm. So just be careful there. The way that I'm playing my chords, again, are very simple so that I get the desired arpeggiation out of the notes. And so really all I'm doing is I'm starting with, it's in the key of C, so I'm playing a C, and all I'm going to do is suspend up. Turn this down. So I've got my C, I suspend up for F, and then my C over E, of course, I'm playing a C, and then for my G, I'm actually doing what would be technically a G suspended, just inverted. So I'm just going down to the D here. And that's how I'm going to play all of my chords in my right hand. Nothing too crazy interesting. Just moving the bass notes in my left hand and then working that mod wheel. I've also got the mod wheel hooked up to my foot pedal, my expression pedal under my foot, which is really beneficial for this song because there isn't a lot of time between when you need it up and when you need it down. So again, so C, F, C over E, G, and that's the intro of the song as well as the chorus. So for the verse, you're going to just be playing back and forth between your chords. So it's pretty straightforward as far as the chords are concerned. Where it gets fun and where it gets interesting is bringing the mod wheel up and down, and you're going to hear it, me using the expression pedal. So just be listening. You're not going to see me move it because my foot is under the keyboard. But basically, at the very beginning of the song, the mod wheel is all the way up because you want as much of that arp out front as possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when it comes to the verse, you bring it down. When I in awesome wonder, and you're down throughout the entire verse. The stars hear the rolling thunder. And then for the chorus, as we bring it back up, sings my soul how great thou art. And then, again, back down for your verses. So you're up for the choruses and the instrumentals. So all that, the guitar stuff, you're full on for that one as well. And during those little breaks, really make sure that you let off the keys, let off your sustain as well, because there's a bit of a delay on the arpeggiator. So those little breaks after the second verse and after the third verse, make sure that you let that happen. The only other thing that I'll make mention of is after the third verse, you do a double chorus, and then there's that little drum and guitar breakdown. And for that part, you can either stop playing entirely or just play C, just an octave on C while they're doing that bump, bump, gotta bump, bump, gotta, that whole little breakdown there. But again, it's a very simple song in the way that you're playing it. The important thing is that you're working your mod wheel up and down for the verses and for the choruses. So be practicing that if you can at home. Maybe play a piano with a pad under it if you don't have these exact sounds. But all of these sounds are in MainStage. So if you download this patch off of Planning Center, you'll have everything you need if you only have MainStage. So that's basically it. That's everything that you need to play How Great Thou Art, the Citizens and Saints arrangement.